welcome to my little kitchen. And today we are going to make a tomato pie. Now, living in Texas, I had no idea what a tomato pie was, but since I've moved to North Carolina, I've learned a lot about some of the old Southern cooking. So it's a very easy recipe, and it's a non-perfectionist recipe. It's very forgiving. You can put whatever you want in it. It's really neat, and it tastes fabulous. So let's start. You're going to first preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and you need a pie crust, obviously. Now you can make your own if you want to, or you can go ahead and buy one, whichever, doesn't matter. We need to cook it, bake it a little bit, but not all the way, because we're going to be baking it again later, so we don't want it burnt. So we're just going to stick it in the oven for 8 minutes and let it kind of sit there. Set the timer. And there we go. Okay, you're going to need 4 tomatoes. You're going to slice them, lay them out on a paper towel, and then use some pink Himalayan salt. I love this. I always cook with this. Put it on the top. It helps to draw out some of the water from the tomatoes, and that's important because you don't want slushy pie. So you just let them sit there for a few minutes. Don't worry about the salt because you're going to blot the tomatoes. And once you do that, all that salt, a lot of it's going to come up. So don't worry about putting too much salt in. You're going to need a cup of mayonnaise right here, some basil and some oregano. So out to the garden I went and chopped it up. Now you can use fresh, or you can use what you have in your spice jars, or whatever you want. You're going to need a cup of mozzarella cheese, and again, it's a forgiving recipe, so I'm basically just going to, well, it is a cup, but I'm just going to pour it all in there. And a little bit of cheddar, Saggio, something, another kind of cheese to put in there. And again, same thing, I'm just going to throw some of this in there. Very forgiving, like I said. And you need a bowl, and we have that. So let's get going here. In the bowl, oh, that's my alarm. Okay. In the bowl, you're going to put your cheese. Come on. Now, we're mozzarella fans here, so any other cheese that we put in there, I don't put a whole lot in, just enough. But this is a cheddar blend, so we're going to pop in a little bit of that. And that's enough. You're going to put in your mayonnaise. And if you want to, you're going to go ahead and put in some garlic. We're also garlic fans here. And like I said, this is the kind of recipe that you can pretty much add anything you want to in it. I have a friend, I was going to say little friend, but she's not little, she's not young anymore. Her name is Gianna Garcia, and her life revolves around bacon. You could put bacon in this. People have put it in the mixture. People have put it in the pie crust. You know, anything. You can put anything in it that you want. We're going to squeeze some garlic in. I love my handy dandy little garlic squeezer here. When I first got it, I had no idea what to do with it. Okay. And one more. Go. Okay. gonna mix that all together. So it looks like mayonnaise mush with cheese. It's okay, it works. Counting down on the pie crust. Again, you don't want it to cook. It's doing fine. You can make your own pie crust if you really want to, but a lot of times I don't have time for that. All right, so that's all put together. Your tomatoes have been sitting for a little while, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. So you're just gonna go ahead and blot them on the top. Again, it'll get off a lot of that salt. And get out a lot of the extra moisture so that you don't end up with mushy pie. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slice these. These are little chocolate cherry tomatoes that I have out in the garden, and I'm going to use them on the top kind of as a garnish. They're awesome. And because of their neat color, you know, people look at them and they go, ooh, that's neat. Yeah. There we go. All right. So, do I need this anymore? No. So that's done. You know the deal, in my little kitchen there isn't any room, so when you're done with something, you really kind of have to get it out of the way. You don't have a lot of choice. There we go. Looking good. Got a minute to go. So what's going on in y'all's lives today? Anything interesting? Nothing interesting here either, except for it's hot. I left Texas and came to North Carolina to get out of the heat and away from the tornadoes. I traded it for heat and humidity and hurricanes. Oh well, grass always looks greener. So 2 years ago we had a 110-foot pine tree drop on the house. That was fun. And floods everywhere. And last year there was another one. It wasn't as bad. I didn't have a pine tree on the house. But the street in front of us had about 4 feet of water on it. And my son, Clay, even though he is 20 years old, had to just go out there and jump in that water and see if, oh, I don't need that, oops, there. See what it felt like to stand in hurricane water, I guess. So what are you gonna do, right? I just prayed. It's like, please don't let one of those horror stories where it carts him down the street and away happen. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. 8, 7, 6, close enough. Yep, there goes mine. Every time somebody drives by, I have this little Arlo camera out front. And makes me crazy. Okay. So we're going to start off with just a little bit of the cheese mixture in the bottom. Not a ton. Just enough. Kind of spread it around. I know. melts when you put it in because it's so hot. So it's neat. There we go. All right, you're making me crazy. Make that be quiet for a while. Okay, now you're just gonna layer. You're gonna start with tomatoes. And again, perfection is not a requirement. I mean, if you're in a cooking contest and you want it to look perfect, it can. But if you're just a normal person like me and you're cooking for a family and you're looking for something that's really good and really quick and non-stress, you don't have to worry about it being gorgeous. All right. Kind of dollop this around. There we go. And a layer of your basil oregano. There we go. Then we do it again. You could probably get away with 3 tomatoes if you wanted to. You don't have to, you know, stack it totally high and make a million layers. You could only make 2 layers and just add more of your mayonnaise mixture in the middle. There we go. There we go. And we do this again. Oops. And then we're going to do the same thing one more time. There we go. Your tomatoes, and if you want it to look pretty, this is where you pick your prettiest tomatoes and put them all around. It's just too thick. Uh-oh. Got a meeting in 15 minutes, so I hear you, Alarm. There we go. Excuse me. Calm down. Okay, where was I? Oh. There's this. And the rest of this. Now, if you wanted to make more, if you want more cheese on the top, you can just add some more mayonnaise and some more cheese. Like I said, it's very, very forgiving. You can pretty much do whatever you're in the mood to do. All Then to make it look good, some more basil and oregano on the top. And a few of my little baby cherries. And then you are going to put this back in your 400-degree oven, and you're going to cook it, bake it for about 20 minutes, 20, 25. Just watch your pie crust, that's how you'll know. Everything else will be heated up. There we go. Still hot. So, back in the oven it goes. Set your timer for 20 minutes. Make it at 20. There we go. And that's all there is to that. I will be back when it is all done and show you what it turned out like. And so until then, I'll go ahead and sign off now so I can get to my meeting. Thank you so much for spending, 15 minutes with me today in my little kitchen. Please like and subscribe. And there's new videos being posted every day. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.